What up? It's your boy Troy, AKA the Card Gorilla. I got 3 mistakes, man. 3 lessons that I wish I would have learned sooner that I want to share with you today. So let's get into it. I was at a show once and this guy walked up and he's looking at my cards, checking the set out up, taking a scan of the inventory. He looks up at me and goes, "Man, I can't even imagine how many boxes you had to rip to get all these cards." And then I looked at him and I said, "I did not rip boxes to get these cards. There's no way that would happen." When I first started, I remember chasing the case hits and I would buy boxes of cards. I'd go down to my local Target or Walmart and I'd rip box after box after box. And guess what? Do you know that I've never actually still hit like a downtown or a kaboom or anything like that? Still never hit them. Lucky I learned early on that that's just a rare chance to get those cards. I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying ripping boxes isn't fun. I still like to rip a box from time to time. But if you think you're gonna build your card collection by ripping boxes, you are sorely mistaken, my friend. I remember another show, a guy came up and this dude had like banger cards. Like he brought a big old case in and he showed me his cards. So many cards, I'm like, dude, I can't even like buy these cards. Like these are some high-end cards, probably like 80 grand worth of cards. And I remember I'm like, dude, how did you get all these? And he said he spent it all on breaks, ripping boxes. And I was like, how much did that cost you? His answer, between $200,000 and $300,000. He spent a house to get around $80,000 worth of cards. Again, if you're gonna rip boxes, have fun doing it, enjoy it. I love to do that, but have a budget for it, set that budget aside. But if you are trying to build a card business or card collecting inventory or an investment inventory, remember there's multiple ways to face this, right? Multiple ways to go about it. Or you just wanna get cards that you like, it's probably much better to go out and just buy the card. And that brings us to the next point. I'm at a show once and I'm vending at the show. Another vendor comes up to me after the show. He's kind of excited. He's like, "Hey bro, come here, I got something." I'm like, "All right." He goes, "Check out this card." And it was a Spencer Rattler, if I remember right, like first off the line, autograph, maybe numbered out of 5, something like that. If you remember, Spencer Rattler is a quarterback who played for the Saints for a brief period of time. Before that, he previously played for Oklahoma. And the guy says to me, "I'll give you a great deal on the card if you want to take it right now." And it's like a $1,200 card at the time. And without even thinking about it, I immediately said, "No, I'm good." And he kind of stopped and was shocked, I could tell. Like my disinterest surprised him. And I wasn't trying to be rude or anything like that. And he said, "Why not?" And I had to hit him with the cold truth. And I was like, "Bro, I don't think Spencer Rattler is gonna be any good." Fortunately for me, I'm an Oklahoma fan. So I remember watching him play at Oklahoma. I remember watching him get benched for Caleb Williams at Oklahoma. And then I remember him transferring from Oklahoma. So I didn't have much faith going into him when he went into the NFL. And so sometimes having knowledge about the sport helps, but also, I'll give you an example. I don't follow a ton of baseball, even a ton of basketball. And also that can be an advantage. So when it comes to baseball, honestly, I have a limited knowledge about it. I remember some of the old school guys, some of the current guys who are successful, but a lot of the current players, I just know because I do a lot of card shows and people ask for those players over and over and over again. So that's why I buy when people come up. That's why I collect. That's why I set aside. But in this case, I don't think a lot of people were asking about Spencer Rattler. I know it's a cool card. I know first off the line, numbered out of 5, autographed, green shimmer, whatever it was probably a really sweet looking card. But I'm willing to bet that card is tanked today. So before you buy the card, buy the player. And one of the other mistakes I made early on was I bought during the bubble. You know, FOMO, fear of missing out, that's a real thing when it comes to the sports card market. What you'll notice a lot of times during the playoffs or a big moment during a season, a certain player's card will take off. And you get FOMO, you're like, "Oh, I'm gonna miss out." And so early on, I would often chase the FOMO. Like, I gotta have that card, I gotta get this player, I'm gonna miss out. But guess what happened? The player always cooled off, the moment cooled off, the playoffs ended, and that card went back down to a normal price. So what I learned to do is watch for the off-season opportunities. When it's the off-season, sometimes those prices cool off. You can get better buys. Sometimes, if it's a really good player, you know their career is pretty well established, they get injured, the price cools off a little bit. Even in this moment, I'm looking at right now, I got one in front of me, Aaron Judge. This is Aaron Judge Rookie Prospects card. Refractor, actually. Not a bad price on these cards right now. Aaron Judge has cooled off, but he's Aaron Judge, man. He's gonna be one of the all-time greats, and he's a Yankee. Massive fan base. Lessons learned, but with lessons learned come opportunities. So keep it going, keep collecting, keep having fun along the way. That's what it's all about. Learn the lessons, learn about life, learn about yourself, and be a good person. Until next time, peace.